All right, let's dig into the tech that pretty much runs our entire world. We're going to do that by taking an inside look at a foundational university course, CTF3303, all about computer systems. Let's jump right in. I mean, think about it. We use them every single day, right? But have you ever really stopped and wondered what's happening under the hood? How does a simple click or sending an email or streaming a show, how does that actually happen? So much of it just feels like magic. Well, it's not magic. It's actually a series of really brilliant systems all working together perfectly. And the great news is there's a clear, structured way to get a handle on it all, starting from the ground up. And that's exactly where a course like this comes into play. So, what is this course exactly? Well, you can think of it as a boot camp for building a super solid foundation in the things that make modern tech tick. We're talking about the actual computers, the networks that connect everything, the cloud where all our stuff lives, and even the new technologies that are going to shape our future. These are the absolute building blocks of our digital lives. And here's the most important part. You don't need to be some kind of tech genius to get started. Not at all. The whole course is designed to be hands-on and practical, which means it's perfect for people from any background. The entire goal is to build that essential knowledge from square one. Okay, so why is this so important? I mean, why dedicate a whole course to these fundamentals? This quote right here, it seems so obvious, but when you really think about it, it's incredibly profound. Technology isn't some separate niche field anymore. It's become the basic infrastructure for our daily lives. From how we work to how we connect with people, it's woven into literally everything we do. And because of that, getting how these systems work isn't just for people who want to be software developers. It builds your confidence and gives you a skill set that's super valuable in just about any career path you can think of. So, how does the module actually help you build all this knowledge? Well, it's all laid out as a step by step 15-week journey. The whole thing starts with the absolute basics. Right at week 2, understanding the nuts and bolts of computer hardware and software. From there, it builds up, moving into really crucial topics like network security, and then it explores some seriously cutting edge stuff like machine learning and the Internet of Things. It all leads up to a final portfolio submission in week 15. And this gives you a great snapshot of just how much ground is covered. You really get a complete picture, from the physical computer parts to the networks that link them and the cloud where all the data lives. It even gets into future tech like AI and the Internet of Things, that network of smart devices. And on top of all that, it helps you build those crucial soft skills like teamwork and communication. Okay, learning is one thing, but how do you actually show that you've got a grip on all these concepts? Now, this right here is a huge deal. The assessment is 100% based on practical application. That means no old school memory based exams. Instead of just remembering facts, the entire focus is on proving you can actually use what you've learned to solve real problems. So, how does that all break down? Well, the weekly journal makes sure you're consistently getting your hands dirty. The network design project, that's the biggest chunk, at 35%, is your main practical challenge. The Tech and Society report gets you thinking critically, and the group presentation builds those communication skills. It's a really well-rounded way to look at assessment. So let's zoom in on that big assignment for a second. This is not just theory. Students are actually asked to design a system based on a real set of requirements, using the networking principles they've learned, and then documenting everything in a professional report. And what's really cool is that students get to use industry standard tools like Packet Tracer from Cisco. It's a program that lets you design and test computer networks virtually. So you're not just learning abstract ideas, you're building real practical skills with software that's actually used out in the field. That's stuff you can put on a resume. So, after 15 weeks of all this hands-on work, what are the big takeaways? What skills do you actually walk away with? The outcomes are super clear. You'll leave not just getting the fundamentals, but knowing how to use essential tools to solve actual problems. And, maybe most importantly, you'll learn how to explain complicated technical ideas clearly to other people, which is an absolutely vital skill no matter what field you go into. And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? This module isn't meant to be the end of the road. It's a launch pad. It gives you that rock solid foundation you need to either move on to more advanced studies or to step confidently into a career in the tech world. And that kind of brings us full circle. In a world that is literally built on technology, understanding its foundation isn't just for fun, it's the new literacy. It's about pulling back the curtain on the magic and seeing the amazing systems that make it all work. So the only question left is, are you ready to start building that foundation for yourself? Thanks for tuning in.